Hello friends, welcome to the channel. Today I'm going to demonstrate some basic Linux commands using Kali Linux operating system which is running on a virtual box. Kali Linux is a Debian based distribution which is specifically built for online security auditing, forensics and penetration testing. It has all the tools that are required to learn or implement security auditing. So firstly, to begin with, let's start our Kali desktop. Using it on a virtual box. This is the Kali desktop and you have the applications button which you click and you can see your favorites, recently used and all your applications. So first let's start the terminal. So increase the font by doing Ctrl+Shift+, and let's use the command Kali undercover. Let me just minimize the screen. There you go. This is not a Windows system, guys. This is just a mode. Let me get back and I'll type Kali-undercover. There you go. For terminal, I'll use the terminator pages. You can split the terminal into two, and it's more customizable. So let's start with the first command, which is called clear. And let's type clear all in lowercase and hit enter. That's it. That's what it does. It just clears the screen. Now, how do you access manual pages about any command? You just hit man and go clear. Man space clear. So that's about clear command, guys. It's a simple command to use. Q to quit. Right. So the next simple command that we'll look at is called the ls command. So ls, enter, and it lists the contents, what the manual has to say about ls command. So it's man ls list directory contents. It has options available, right? So options allow you to control the way you want to use a particular command. So for that, I'll use options. I'll say ls-lt. We'll look at what these options are. It has given us some more information about what exactly the contents of these folders are. Dash here signifies that this is a file, right? The rest are Ds, right? Are folders, okay, directories, whose content can be listed again. Do it again. So I'll clear ls-ltr, right? Now I want to check what's in this test folder. So ltr test. Right, I hit enter. Some files there. There is a sample.txt. There is a folder there, guys. And there's one more sample1.txt. Right. So that's about ls command. But what about the options that I used? Right. I used ls-ltr. L. What does L have to say on the right hand side? The L says use a long listing format. So this particular format that's been displayed is long listing format. R is reverse order while sorting. Also used T, which says sort by time, newest first. So basically what happened, I said sort by time, newest first, but display it all in a reverse order. As you can see with the ls-lr, it reverses the alphabetical order. However, ls-lt sorts by the time. And the clear command again. Clear the terminal. Come this side and hit Q. It clears this part of the terminal too. The next command we are going to look at is mv command, which stands for move. Man mv. Move or rename a file. There are some options which we can use. There's something called -v, which explains what is being done. Let's go ahead and first do a ls. So let's use the file called sample.sh. Let's try to move it into the folder called test. First, let's go ahead and check what are the contents of the folder test. ls, do it. mv -v sample1.sh to which folder? Test. Rename sample.sh test sample.sh. That particular file has been moved. I do ls test. There you go. This is where the file is present now. That's about the move file, guys. It's pretty simple. You can try these commands out with the various options those are available to get better understanding. but as you can see, it is just used to move or rename a file. So moving on to the next command, touch command. So let me clear the screen now and touch. Basically, this command is used to change the file stamps or create an empty file. Touch sample1.txt. Trying to create an empty file called sample1.txt in the current location. I hit enter. It doesn't give me any message. I just do a ls and there you are. This is the file I just created. Or ls does l full.text. So more information about this. A dash tells us that it's a file. It has created at this particular time, 9:46 a.m. That's the system time right now. So that's all about the touch command. So the next command is rm command. Rm stands for remove. So I clear the screen, man, rm, right? Remove files or directories. As the name suggests, it helps us to remove or delete files or directories. Force the other available options like recursive. Remove directories and their contents recursively. Like folders with subfolders. Now if you want to remove that, you'll have to remove it recursively. So let's check that out. I'll do a ls and let me find a directory which exactly matches the description where we can use it recursive. This particular folder test has some sample files with a folder with an rm command with test as the folder, and I hit enter. Cannot remove test is a directory. Move it recursively, and let's try and give it the option -r and say test. Now let's see what it does. And let's also have the verbose option. It'll print whatever it's trying to do, and everything got removed. You don't want to run it especially as root, because this will go ahead and it'll just remove everything. Okay, moving on, clear the screen. Next is the echo command. So man echo display a line of text. So echo is just to output something on the standard output, which is currently this term. E option which says enable interpretation of / escapes, right? So let's see, echo hello /b world /welcome. Okay, so /b is a / character. Let's see what happens now. Nothing happened because I did not use the option -e, which enables the interpretation of /. So let's see what happens. There you go. It is just applied what this / meant. So it removed all the spaces that were present there. /b stands for backspace. Let's clear the screen and let's say Q. Alright guys, if you have made it this far, it's fantastic. You have basically learned the most basic Linux commands. So now we are going to a little deeper and try to learn a little more complicated commands about creating, removing directories, etc. The next command that we are going to look at is called print working directory, or pwd. So let's see if it has a manual entry. Man pwd is print name of the current working directory. So currently which directory are you present on? Let's confirm it. pwd. There you go. It says home Kali. Kali is your directory as well as your home folder as well as your username here, and which you can confirm again by saying who am I. Well, your Kali the user, or who command, which again tells you logged in as Kali, the user name as Kali. So let's clear out and try and hit ls again, and let's go to cd videos. Guys, this is going to be your next command, cd, that is change directory. So CD stands for change directory, and I hit CD and I want to go to videos, which is a folder or direct. As you can see, it's in the videos directory, and I can do a ls. It's an empty directory, and I can do a pwd here, home Kali, and you're in the videos directory, right? Now you can use, how do I go back? I want to go back to my Kali directory. You just hit a CD and say dot dot. That means the previous directory. It takes you back. And what happens when you hit a CD and a single dot? It always remains in the present directory. The present directory is a dot, the previous one is dot dot. Okay. Alright, so let me clear this out and quit. The command that we'll discuss is mkdir or make directory. So man mkdir. There you go. So it makes directories, and you have the options as usual that you can use. So let me ls and let me say mkdir -v test. There you go. It says created directory test, and let's ls, and there you go. Let's clear the screen and let's clear this part also. Next command that we'll look at is remove directory, rmdir, man rmdir, remove empty directories. Okay, so let's do a ls, and we have an empty directory, rmdir -v and test. Okay, removing directory, ls is gone. Clear. Now let's check out or look at some file commands or file manipulation commands. Okay, so the first command that we are going to tackle is the cat command. Yes, it's cat man cat. There you go. What does it say? Concatenate files and prints on a standard output, right? Like this terminal, right? And it has some options as usual. Sample one.txt, enter. There is no output because it's an empty file. Fine. Let's make an entry into it. sample.1. Right now it has gone into a text mode, and you can enter the text that you would like. So we'll go hello world. Alright, and I just commit by saying Control C and just exit. Now I do a ls. We have the sample file as a cat sample that one, and it says it's hello world. What if I want to append into this particular file, right? I cannot use again cat sample text, and if I write again into it, writing again, let's see what it does. ls cat sample, there you go. It has overwritten what was already present, which was hello world, right? Now if you want to append, you'll have to use two greater than signs. That's cat greater than sample dot text. Now we make you enter hello world, and I do a Control C, and I say cat sample dot text. There you go. There, it has appended into it. Let's move on to the next command. Clear. And let's quit from here and go to man grep. Basically print lines that match a particular pattern. You provide a pattern, it's gonna print it. It's gonna look into a file and print it for you. Let's see how it works. ls, and I'm gonna say first cat sample one.txt, and it has something called writing again and hello world. So let's see if we can find world in sample, and grep world from sample.txt. There you go. That has found the line where world is present in the file sample.txt. We can also try one more option, grep -i, which will ignore the case, and I'll say find world from sample.txt. There you go. You might wonder what happens if I don't use I. It doesn't find anything because, as I said, Linux is case sensitive. So in order to use your lowercase, you'll have to use the I option to ignore the case here. All right, so that's a simple intro of the grep command. I'm sure there's much more complicated things that you can do once you start learning it on your own. Moving on, now you have the usual sort command. So what does this do? Sorts the line of text files. Okay. So let's see. I have sample.txt. Let me go and make some entries into this and try to sort it, right? Cat sample.txt. Yeah, I'm just using one greater than sign because I want to overwrite whatever is already there with something else. So let's use some names, right? Like Mark, Bob, Rob, Zika, Kathy, Cindy. Who else is left? Joe, Jane, right? Control C. And let me just clear everything out. ls, and I say cat sample.txt. I have these names, but somehow these are not in a sorted order, right? So I want it sorted by the alphabet, right? So what will I do? So I'll just say sort sample.txt. That's it. Bob, Kathy, and Zika at the end, right? It's as simple as it gets, guys. Guys, now to end it, I'll just demo one more command which could be useful. And let's clear this. It would be man find, right? Find, search for files in a directory hierarchy. So let's first find out which directory I'm on. I'm on pwd. It says home Kali. You're looking at a folder which has log files, right? You could find millions of log files there. How will you search one particular file out of that, right? So that is what the find will help you with. But let's try here. Find -name. I want to find, and I can use wildcards, special characters like this, which will help me simplify my search. So sample, I can say sample.star, right? Anything that ends with el and it can contain numbers dot any extension, right? There it is. So it found sample.txt in the current folder, right? It found a sample folder or directory within which it found another sample text, and the same thing under this sample directory it found test directory test1, under that it found a sample.txt file. So that's how find can help, and you can refine your find. Basically you'll need to go through the description and come up with commands or the options that can help you refine the way you search or find within the Linux operating system. So that's it about some basic commands with Linux, guys. The idea was to get you started off with Linux with the terminal or the command line. It all looks a bit complicated, but believe me, it is not. All you need to do is put in some time and effort to learn these commands. It's not necessary for you to learn them by heart, but the more you use, the more you use it, the more you'll get used to using or recalling these commands. And believe me, it's very simple, and it is at the end very rewarding. And especially an operating system like Kali, which can help you build a career. Go ahead, guys, go ahead and explore. Go ahead and download your favorite flavor of Linux. Let it be Ubuntu, Mint, Manjaro. There are so many for you to select. See what works for your use case, download it, explore, call it on a virtual box, and just explore and play along with the hundreds and thousands of tutorials that you have online, and enjoy learning this great operating system. Thank you, guys. Thank you for watching this, and I'll see you in the next one.